It's now time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Lady Tiger volleyball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Kristen Barnes. And now Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Kristen Barnes. Coach, the Salem Lady Tigers matched up with the Houston Lady Tigers in a big SCA conference matchup. I think it's exactly the match that I expected, tight all the way through. A very, very disciplined match, I think, for the Lady Tigers. But, you know, one of the things that you get out of this is that big conference win, 3 straight, but pretty close games all the way through, Coach.
Yes. We knew since last year, Houston was the SAA conference champs last year, and so we knew that they were going to still be a very tough team this year. I think they brought back 4 or 5 returners from last season, so we knew it was going to be a tight match. We knew it was going to be close. Even though we saw them this weekend, we knew they were still going to give us a good game because that's just how they are. They're very well coached, and they're just a good, scrappy, aggressive team, and so that's something that you always want to see to make you better. But, we accomplished our goals, and we finished the game, and we ended up on the winning side. So
Tigers really did a good job on the Kreitz girl and the Pritchett girl. I mean, yeah, they get their points. They're going to get them. But yeah, I thought Houston made a lot of good plays, but I thought we got in their way a lot. It looked like we kind of took them out of their game plan a lot at the net, Coach. Is that what you had intended to do?
Yes, we definitely wanted to serve aggressive so they couldn't get their offense going as easy as they are used to. That was part of our game plan. But also, if they gave us any free ball opportunities, we talked about immediately being able to convert those. That was huge for us just because we wanted to be able to capitalize on those first chance opportunities and then keep them as a one play and done. So I think we capitalized on a lot of opportunities like that, but we also, followed our game plan of serving aggressive and then also making conversions on serve receive and on free ball opportunities.
And I think we really recognized the fact that they were having some difficulty with their passing from the back line to the front line and then getting that play set up, just kind of like what you were saying there before. And we really took advantage of that when the girls would drive it deep. They seem to struggle in getting that set up, but boy, if they ever did get it set up, Coach, they do a couple of quick sets and bang, that ball's down on the floor. So you really know that when you look back at this team that they've got that experience, they've got that knowledge. You want to limit any opportunities that they could have throughout the game.
Yes, and so, we were fortunate. We got to see them this weekend, and that was something that they were really, really good at. They utilized their middles a lot, but then they also utilized their outsides. And so they're very comparable to, us and then pretty much all the SCA teams that we see, very aggressive attackers, scrappy defense, able to put the ball down. So we just knew that we had to take care of our part of the game plan and finish, and I think the girls did a really good job of that.
Some scrappy defenders on the Salem Tigers side, too. We saw a couple of incredible plays. We talked before we came on the air. Avery Irway, I don't even know how she twisted that arm back over her head and somehow kept that ball alive, and Salem ends up with that point, and Kylie Shalva did the same thing on one over near the stands by the student section. Coach, we talked earlier in the season about these girls giving it all, and I think anybody's watching these games, they're watching a group of girls that are meshing together very well. They communicate well, but they don't give up.
Yes, absolutely. That's just something that's been huge. This summer we really worked on playing together and learning more about each other and being able to mesh. And so I really think that has carried over from, our summer ball into season, them just being able to understand each other more and play together more. It's just been helping them grow together as a team.
I'm watching, and it appears to me, and I've had a chance to see now 4 matches of our Lady Tigers, that we seem to do a very good job on the front line thinking. Faith Kaminsky's done a good job of just guiding that ball when needed to be, and I think Emily Strange and of course Avery and you get all the girls there, Mallory Workman, all of them seem to do something different at the net, and it seems to confuse the opponents. They like to they want to come over and do a double block, but if they do, then we drive it elsewhere. We don't put it into them. We're not trying to go through them. We'll actually move that ball around a little bit. And, Coach, it really seems to me that you keep your opponents guessing as to where they're going to go for that kill.
Yeah, and we do talk about those things a lot, especially before we see teams. If we've seen them before, we have film. We discuss where those open holes are. We try to work on them in practice. That way they're more prepared for what they're going to see in a game. And I definitely think that helps. We have a lot of dynamic hitters, and they all can do a variety of different things. And so that helps us be able to, just mix things up offensively and be able to score more.
Well, we're right back in SCA play tonight against Cabool Lady Bulldogs. Coach, what can you tell us about the Lady Dogs?
So we also saw them this past weekend. We didn't get to play them, but they played in the quarterfinal match before the semis. And so they were very scrappy, very aggressive. They don't give up on anything. We saw them, diving everywhere just to get balls up. And so we know we're going to have to come to play. They're definitely a team that, is determined, all-out pursuit no matter what they do. So we're just going to have to find ways to put it down and end it on, first chance opportunities and leave it on their side.
Is there any particular girls that they have that caught your attention? Maybe they're very elusive, or maybe they kind of come out of nowhere, or maybe they're just very, very good servers. Can you give us anybody in particular that you may have noticed?
Yeah, definitely their setters are very dynamic in what they do. They can set, but they can also dump the ball. That's something that we saw as well when we watched them. So we're just going to have to be prepared for that, make sure we stay honest on defense, and then transition whenever the hitters get the ball. So just, being aggressive on defense, really.
What kind of style do they run, Coach? 5'1", 6'2"?
6'2", but I do know they switched it up a little bit. So, they sometimes have their front row setters set, sometimes on serve receive. So that's what I'm saying. We're just going to have to be ready to read where they are and, be prepared for those, first chance opportunities that they give us. So.
And this is a big SCA conference game because, right now you beat Houston. You'd like to go into the SCA past this weekend at 2-0 in the rest of the season, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's always the goal. We know that, you and I talk about all the time, the SCA is just loaded with talent. So, we're just going to have to play hard every single game.
Coach, we wish you the very best of luck tonight against the Lady Bulldogs of Cabool. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Stan. Thanks for the coverage.
You are welcome. And stay tuned. Lady Tiger Volleyball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Kristen Barnes. Stay tuned. Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball is next.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball. Today's game is being brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, J&D Automotive, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Align by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC.
This is Salem Tiger Volleyball. You're watching KSMO. Family on three! 1, 2, 3, family!
Welcome, Salem High School Gymnasium. Right now, we are in the middle of the national anthem. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break and come back. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
And welcome, Salem High School Gymnasium. Lady Tiger Volleyball back on KSMO Media. Hope you enjoyed the Cardinal win today, 5-4 over San Diego, breaking their 3-game losing streak. And here tonight, the Lady Tigers will try and improve to 10-4 on the season against Cabool Lady Bulldogs. Salem has really been on a nice roll after winning the Cabool Invitational Tournament, on winning all 6 games there. They won again against Houston on Tuesday. 7 straight wins, and they're going to go for their 8th straight win tonight right here on the Salem High School gym floor, and we hope that they have the best of success against the Lady Bulldogs of Cabool. So about ready to get this one underway, and the Lady Bulldogs, they will be in their white jerseys, it looks like, with the blue numbers and the blue shorts. And they're getting ready to be introduced by Athletic Director Clay Moody. And we're going to get getting underway here shortly. Do want to remind you, tomorrow night it's Salem Tigers and the Ava Bears at the Salem High School football field called Bill Schuchar Field. And we hope that you can make it out to support your Tigers. If you can't, we'll have it here on KSMO Media. So we hope you'll enjoy that game tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night against the Ava Bears. And you are welcome to come on out and be a part of it right here at Salem High School. Or if you can't make that, well, have it here on KSMO Media. So Lady Bulldogs, again, they'll have their white jerseys and blue pants on, as I mentioned, except for the libero, who will be Michaela Reese, and she'll be in the blue shirt. And right now, the Salem Tigers getting ready to be introduced, but let me give you that starting lineup for the Cabool Bulldogs. Sophia Dotson, just a freshman, McKinley Aaron, Michaela Watson, Hannah Jansen, and we mentioned Lakeia Reese at libero, and also Cambry Woodard. And here are your starters for the Salem Lady Tigers.
Avery Orway, senior. Mallory Workman, senior. Faith Kaminsky, junior. Skylar Clapwick, senior. Kaylee Moody, senior. Kylie Shalbert, senior.
Tyler Clapridge, Mallory Workman, and Miss Avery Irway. Lady Tigers also in their white jerseys. They have the Carolina blue numbers and the dark blue pants. Also on their jersey, they have the navy blue and the Carolina blue stripes from the armpit down to the hip. We're about ready to get this one underway. SC8 play. Salem Tigers ready to face the Cabool Lady Bulldogs. Salem like to go 2-0 in the SCA. They'll be at home next week against St. Clair on Monday. That's a 5 o'clock start Monday. That's 5 o'clock against the Lady Bulldogs of St. Clair. Don't forget, the Lady JV Tigers will be at the Licking Tournament on Saturday. So we wish them the very best. They won it in 2 straight here prior to this game, 25-19 and 25-17. So they're rolling in that Licking Tournament on a good note. We wish them the very best. Coach Ashley Gordon and the rest of the Lady Tigers. This is a young team, a lot of underclassmen in their JV team, 9th and 10th graders. They have 2 seniors, Michaela Watson and Remington Supancic, and then Michaela Reese and Hannah Jansen are their 2 juniors. So they've got a couple of freshmen and a sophomore on that varsity squad. So Mallory Workman will start out with the first service of the game, and it comes back pumped straight up in the air by Supancic. They put it across with the Reese. The Tigers set it. Workman for Kaminsky for the kill. Played straight up in the air by Dotson. Comes across, played deep by Michaela Watson. The Tigers set it again, going for the kill is their way. And a nice play pushed back across by Supancic. Tigers are trying to keep it alive, but they can't. And the point goes to Cabool as Shalbert went back. As the ball was back near the end line, she could not put it all the way back across. And so Cabool will take a 1-0 lead. Michaela Watson, one of the 2 seniors, goes back to serve. Where's number 14? Little running jump serve, plays it. Shalvin puts it up, comes out of the rafter, kept alive, goes to Irway for the kill, too hard. Ball gets up in the rafters, it really throws the timing off, and by the time they set that and put it across, Irway had to reset and then come back down and then try and figure it out, and just a little bit off. 2 serving 0 as Watson's service comes to Irway. To Workman at the net, back to Irway for the kill, played there by Watson. In the middle, pushing it across is Reese. The Tigers are there. Moody going across. Irway trying to dink it in, pushed back across. Kept alive. Workman sets it for Irway again, and that was good. Cross court, short cross court, right by the arm of Remington Supancic. And point side out for the Lady Tigers. Kaylee Moody back to serve. Kaylee is senior. Her service, deep push straight up in the air by Watson. Kept alive and bumped over the net by Supancic. To the net, Workman. Setting it for Kaminsky with a kill. Faith gets on top, drills it. In front of the libero, Lakeda Reese. Nice pass right there, little short set, and Faith just absolutely got on top and drilled it. 2 serving 2. The service comes back. It's too deep by Moody. That ball sailed. And a point side out to the Lady Bulldogs. Checking in for the Salem Tigers will be Kylie Wood. She'll come in for Moody. Back to do the serving is Cambry Woodard, one of the 2 freshmen playing on the varsity squad. That service comes back. Irway to Workman. Across to Shalbert, playing it deep. Pumped up high in the air by Watson. They set it to the net, trying to dink it across. Was Dotson, but the Tigers are there. Getting it back to Clapperidge, playing across and off the hand of Cambry Woodard and out of bounds. Point side out for the Lady Tigers as Strange will check in. Shalbert comes out. Kaminsky back to serve. And the service by Kaminsky comes back to Reese. They put it into the net. To the Lady Bulldogs. Point for the Lady Tigers. Coach Erica Spittler marking out instructions to her team. Kaminsky's next service. That's out of bounds to the left side. 4 serving 4 early on. Very tight ball game. As Lakea Reese will go back to serve. Reese, that running jump serve, plays it across. There's Wood to pass it up to Workman. In the middle to Shalbert, playing it deep. That's in the corner. Nice play by Kylie Shalbert to place it deep in the far left corner. It's a point and the side out for the Lady Tigers. 5 serving 4. As Avery Irway will go back to serve. Thursday night volleyball, 7th and 8th grade football team playing right now down at the Bill Schuchart Stadium. We wish them the best. Running jumper comes down into the hands of Watson. She plays it across. Trying to push it over was McKinley Aaron. The Tigers are there back setting it for Clapperidge, but she goes too deep. Skyler going for that back corner, missed it by a couple of feet. Point and side out for the Lady Dogs. 5-5, game 1. Remington Sapancic, 1-2 senior, serves it up to Irway. Now to Strange, and putting it down and missing the corner is DuBois, who checked in the ballgame. Reagan trying to go straight down the sideline, missed it by a foot or so. And it's 6-5, Cabool with the lead. Sapancic with another service into the net. Point side out, Salem. 6-6 our score. DuBois will check out as Moody comes back in. And Skylar Clapperidge goes back to serve. In a seesaw game back and forth as Clapperidge's service comes down, bumped high in the air by Sapancic. Comes back and playing it across softly was Aaron. Tigers get it to the net. Strange trying to push it across, bumped up there by Aaron. Playing in the middle to Reese, and she'll play it right into the net. Reese did not elevate that ball at all, and the Tigers get the point as Clapperidge goes back to serve. 7-6, game 1. Skylar service, that's in the net. Right back it goes to the Cabool Bulldogs. Not much momentum for any team so far. We watched a couple of momentum changes in the Houston game. Right now it's been pretty much just seesaw back and forth. Sophia Dotson back to serve. Service comes to Shalbert, bumping into Clapperidge, back setting it to net for Strange, and she goes cross court, but missed it. Emily had the right idea. There was nobody there, but she was a little too deep with it. Point for the Lady Dogs. Dotson back to serve. 8-7. That service is deep, and it's a point as it went off of Irway. Ball grazed her. No communication there by Lady Tigers on that. That was going to be out of bounds. And Irway tried to play it at the very last second. It just grazed her. Next service comes. Bumped up high in the air. Irway getting it to Shalbert. He'll just play it across. Bumping up to the net. Setting it there is Woodard. They go for the block. They get it as Strange is there to block that one. Stinging it across. Salem Tigers Workman digs it out. Now across to Moody. Playing it across to Reese. She'll play it across deep. There's Shalbert for Salem. To Clapperidge. To the net for Workman for the kill. Mallory goes up high and brings it through. And it's 8-9 as Salem trails it by 1 here in game 1. Kylie Shalbert serve. Comes down, dug out there by Reese to the net. Bumped it and just trying to push it across. There's Workman. Back setting it is Clapperidge. Playing it deep as Irway. Pushed to the net by Reese. Pushing it back and bumped over by the Lady Bulldogs. Clapper setting it for Kaminsky. Pushing it down but pushed back again by Dotson. Tigers get a chance. Workman for another kill. It's played back to the net. Pushed over by Cabool. Irway to Clapperidge. For Workman, another kill. Partially blocked out there by Reese and kept alive and pushed over by Watson. Shalbert to Clapperidge at the net. Tipped, and the Tigers can't keep it alive. Good volleying on both sides, but Cabool outlasted Salem there as Faith Kaminsky could not dig it back out. Kind of got turned around, didn't know the ball was still alive. As a point side out for the Lady Dogs. Aaron to service. Comes to Irway. To Clapperidge. Setting it for Shalbert. Just bumps it over. There's Dotson setting it high in the air. Bumped to the net by Aaron and pushed across. Shalbert to Clapperidge. Setting it for Workman for the kill. And kept alive by Cabool and bumped over by Dotson. Irway to Clapperidge. Setting it for Kaminsky. Partially blocked at the net. Bumped back and pushed into the net by Michaela Watson. Point and side out for the Lady Tigers. Workman back to serve. 9-10. The service comes to Dotson. Played at the net, going for the kill, and off the hands of the Lady Tigers. Getting that kill was Michaela Watson. And she'll go back to serve. 11 serving 9. Watson with a running jump serve to Irway. Workman setting it for Irway for the kill. Kept alive, and it comes over the net. Clapperidge back in the middle of the floor as Kaminsky plays it late, deep to Reese. They set it at the net going for that kill, but too high and too hard by Remington Sapancic. Should be 10 serving 11. There they go. Scorers had missed a point. As Kaylee Moody goes back to serve. 10 serving 11, game 1. It's been a tight game all the way through. Playing it as Reese to the net. They get it up high. Going there as Dawson just pushed it across. Irway to Workman for Clapperidge. She's got the point. Clapperidge with a great kill going cross court from the far side of the near side. Right to left as you're watching the game on KSMO Media. And we're tied at 11-11. You are listening to this game on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7, and also watching it on KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Facebook page, stream page, and also, don't forget, on our KSMO YouTube page. Kaylee Moody's next service. It comes down to Reese, playing it right in the middle of the floor. They get it over to Supancic, and Supancic gets it across. The Tigers can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Lady Dogs, and the Tigers make a little change here as Kylie Wood comes back in. Salem not getting some of the points that you would be thinking they would. Cabool playing very tough defense. Right now the service comes back to Irway. To Workman. They set it for Irway for the kill. And she's got it off the hands of the diving Cambry Woodard. Freshman got to it but couldn't bring it back into her team. She dove and the ball ended up going into the student section. 12 serving 12 as Kaminsky goes back for the serve. Faith service down the side goes to Dotson. Comes to the net. They set it back for Dotson, trying to dink it across. Blocked down by the Tigers and pushing it over. Kept alive at the net and trying to dink it down. And doing so is Hannah Jansen. Emily Strange tried to push it toward the net and it got it too far over. And Jansen just tapped it down. 13 serving 12 as Lakea Reese back for the service. Comes to Shalbert. Getting into Irway, and now Strange will play it deep. Bumped up in the air there by Watson. Pushed back to the middle. Watson will push it across. Shalbert to Workman. Short set for Strange. She drills it home. Emily got up on top and pounded that one straight down. No hope for Cabool on that short set. 13 serving 13. Nobody can really get on a roll here. Avery Irway back to serve. And the running jump serve. Played there, goes in the middle of the floor to Watson. They play it across. Du Bois for Strange, this time too deep. Ball was too far back when she went up on top to drill it down. And that ball sailed out of bounds, 14-13, Cabool. Remington Supancic with the service. It's short. Shalbert to the net to Workman. Setting it there for Strange. That time again on top. Drills it straight down. Emily at 6'1" right there in that vicinity. Just getting right on top of that ball and putting it where no one can guard it. Skylar Clapperidge back to serve. 14 serving 14. That service comes to Reese. Bumping it there is Watson across, and Dotson will push it. Sending it across there. Workman will play it off the net. Played there by Reese for Cabool. They backset at the net, and it goes into the net. As McKinley Aaron could not get there in time. Salem with a 15-14 lead. It would behoove them to go on a run here and get some separation from the Lady Bulldogs. Skylar Clapper's next service comes down, bumped to the net. Strange with a drive and blasted right off the hands of Remington Sapancic, out of bounds. Sapancic tried to pass it toward the net. It went too far, and Strange just blasted it right back at her and knocked her to her backside. 16-14, a timeout called by Cabool. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Here's end of summer savings at K&H Auto Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax Ceramic Wash and Wax or Ceramic Spray Coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power Hand Cleaner for $2.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Unofficially, we have Emily Strange with 5 kills in this one. Boy, that blast that she put at Remington Sapancic just knocked her back. Glad to see she was okay, but she got her hands up in self-defense. Salem with a 16-14 lead. Skylar Clapperidge back for the service. This one comes down to Reese, bumps it in the middle of the floor, put up high in the air and pushed over by Aaron, and it's in. Tigers got caught napping a little bit deep as Shalbert and Irway back there looked a little bit confused on that one as who was going to go for the ball, and neither did. Point inside out for the Lady Bulldogs. Sophia Dotson back to serve, comes to Workman, to Clapperidge, back in the middle, pushed over by Strange, but right back to the net, and Emily missed that one. She jumped way too soon and then missed the ball. Well, that was set up just perfect for her, but she got a little over anxious and mistimed her jump. 16-16. That service is too deep, goes out of bounds. Point inside out for the Salem Lady Tigers. Strangel checks out. Kaminsky back in as Kylie Shalbert goes back to serve. 17 serving 16. This is game 1, and that service comes down to Reese. Lakea gets it to the net, and trying to just push it over was Michaela Watson, but she missed it. Michaela may have jumped a little bit too soon. That ball just eluded her hand as she just tried to touch it over. And Salem Tigers have a 2-point lead. Shalbert's next service, it's deep back to Reese, bumping it to Aaron. In the middle of the floor it goes. A block kill by Faith Kaminsky as Watson tried to just elevate it over top, and Faith reached up and just slapped it down. Beautiful kill there, a block kill by Faith Kaminsky. Shalbert's next service, down low, dug out nicely by Reese. Pushing it across for Cabool was Aaron. The Tigers will play it back across. Reese passed it to the middle of the floor. They set it there, and Dotson will just push it over. Shalbert to Skylar Clapperidge to Kaminsky, pushing it down. Dotson saves it, keeps it alive to Reese, pushing it in the middle. Shalbert for Salem to Clapperidge for Workman, and it's too far. Oh, it did graze a Cabool Lady Bulldog on the way by. I could not see that with the official on the chair. He said it grazed. Nope, he did not. Yes, he did. He said it's Salem's point. Well, that's what he showed. But both teams thought it was the other team's point. 2016. So the head official on the chair said the ball nicked a Cabool Lady Bulldog on the way by, which was going up right in front of him. No way we could see it, but both teams actually thought Cabool got the point as the ball went out of bounds. And that service goes out of bounds by Shalbert, trying to go across the floor right in front of the Lady Bulldog bench. Point side out to Cabool, 17 serving 20. as McKinley Aaron, just a sophomore, goes back. I'm sorry, this is, McKinley Aaron. She is a sophomore. Now to Clapperidge, setting it there for Workman, and the kill off the net. Got that right off the liner of the net on top, bounced down, throws everybody's timing off, and the point for the Lady Tigers inside out as well. And Mallory will go back. And she'll serve this one deep and played at the last second and off the hands of Lakeia Reese. It'll be an ace. And the Lady Tigers lead grows to 5, 22 serving 17. Next one by Workman. That goes back to Dotson, passing it to the net. Short set, pushed across there by Watson. The Tigers set it. Going for that kill is Watson, but the block kill there by number 16, Hannah Jansen. She went up, blocked down Faith Kaminsky's blast that came right back down in the Tigers' face. Michaela Watson with a running jump serve. It's out of bounds. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. 23 serving 18. Back to serve Kaylee Moody. This is the third time around for the service. Moody's serve comes down to Reese. Plays to the net. Tipped down there, kept alive and bumped over by Jansen. Shalbert to Workman. Setting it for Irway for the kill, but dug out nicely by Watson. Kept alive. Reese pushes it over. Clapperidge for Salem. Setting it in the middle for Kaminsky, and it's too deep. That set was behind her a little bit, and she couldn't get on top. Tigers did virtually everything right there, but the set just a little bit behind Faith. Point inside out. And Cabool will serve. 19 serving 23. Shalbert to Workman. At the net for Irway for the kill, but puts it right into the hands of Cabool's Michaela Watson. It goes to the net. Hannah Jansen trying to push it over. Pushed it right into the net. Point for the Salem Tigers. They lead at 24-19. This is game one. This is game point for Faith Kaminsky. Back to serve. That service comes down to Reese. Barely can keep it alive, and Dotson will push it over. Kept there by Clapperidge. Workman for Irway. Dinks it down. Kept alive by Cabool, and Reese will push it over. There is Kaminsky to Workman for Strange. It's good. Almost digging that one out was Michaela Watson, but she can only push it back into the net, and the Salem Tigers win game one, 25-19 on the 7th kill of game one by Emily Strange. We'll come back in 2 minutes with game two when we return. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Memorial District Hospital believes the community deserves the very best health care one could offer. Understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee.
We're getting ready for game 2. You know, we want to thank all the sponsors that allow us to be here to bring you Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball and Tiger Football and parades. And without those sponsors, it would not be possible. And some of those sponsors are J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. Big thank you for them being part of our broadcast. And thank you again for making it possible for us to be here to bring you Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball and football. And, of course, all the other events we'll be covering here yet this fall and winter. We're about ready to get game 2 underway as both teams are back on the floor. As a quick reminder, don't forget the Ava Bears will be here tomorrow night to take on the Salem Football Tigers down at Bill Schuchart Stadium. 7 o'clock game time, and we'll be there to bring it to you on KSMO Media. Right now, we're getting ready for game 2. Back to serve will be Michaela Watson. Wearing number 14, as I mentioned earlier, one of the 2 seniors on this team. Her running jump serve comes to Schaubert. To Workman, setting over Kaminsky. And a point for the Salem Lady Tigers that glanced off of number 11, Lakeia Reese. Coach Spittler telling her you're going to go out, try and go out 2 hands, not the one. Always instruction by the coaches, even during the game. Kaylee Moody back to serve. That service, it's going to be an ace, as Reese could not dig that one out. That ball was sinking quickly right over the net. And an ace for Moody. Next service comes to Reese. Pass toward the middle, and Reese will push it across. Schaubert for Salem to Workman in the middle of the floor, going for Irway for the kill. And she missed it a little bit too far. Trying to go over top of the block of Hannah Jansen. She went a little bit too deep. And Moody will check out back to the back line for the Salem Lady Tigers. Kylie Wood. The service comes to Irway. To Workman to Irway in the middle, trying to dink it across. Pushed it in the net. Didn't get it over. 2-2 our score. Cambry Woodard for the Bulldogs. Wearing number 10, that service to Schaubert. Pushes it close to the net. Played back, though, and pushed over by Klapperich. Dotson gets the set. Blocked down there by Kaminsky and Klapperich together. Schaubert to the net. Workman setting it there for Klapperich for the kill off the arm of number 10, Cambry Woodard, and out of bounds. Point for the Lady Tigers. Skyler coming off the outside, blasted that one right through the arms of the freshman. As Faith Kaminsky serves this one, comes back to Michaela Watson. Blocked down at the net by Avery Irway as the pass came too far. The block kill, an easy point for the Salem Lady Tigers on the bad pass. Almost no defense for that when you pass it just right over the top of the net. That service goes in. It's an ace for Kaminsky. She didn't hit it very hard. Reese let it go, and the ball came down just an inch or 2 in front of the blue line. The ace for Faith makes it 5, serving 2. Next one by Faith Kaminsky. A little shorter. Reese bumps it towards the net, pushed over by Dotson. Played there to Irway, off the arms, kept alive by Cabool and bumped over. There's Irway to Workman. Back setting it for Strange, and she gets the kill off the arm of Lakeia Reese. Emily Strange, who had 7 kills in game 1. And a timeout called by Coach Spittler. 6-2, Salem on top. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Six serving two. Salem Lady Tigers' next home game will be Monday night against St. Clair. We'll be here to bring it to you on KSMO Media. Starting at 5 o'clock. That game does have a 5 o'clock start for the JV. Spinner by Kaminsky comes down. They set it, trying to push it across was Jansen. Tigers keep it alive. Irway plays it deep, tipped at the net, but comes down into the net. Kept alive and bumped over by Woodard. There's Kaminsky to Mallory Workman. Down to Irway for the kill. And she's got it right in front of the diving Michaela Watson. Kaminsky on a 3-0 run right now. Next service comes across, bumped to the net and into the net. Michaela Watson tried to play it up. Instead, it ends up being an ace for Faith Kaminsky, her second of this service round. Next one by Faith. This one's deep, played by Dotson into the middle of the floor. There's Woodard. Goes back, and Dotson will just push it over. For the Lady Tigers, that's Wood. They set it to the net. And Clapperidge off of the arm of the Bulldogs player, Hannah Jansen, and she's hurt. I think that might have jammed her hand, and she's in some pain out there. 9 serving 2. She doesn't get off the floor, though. Kaminsky's service, played by Reese, bumped up high in the air by Sapancic and pushed over by Woodard. The Tigers set it at the net for Clapperidge, tipped and played back. It looked like a double hit there and no call. Pushed to the net and blocked down there by Strange for the block kill. And it's 10-2. Kaminsky now with 7 straight points and a timeout called by Coach Erica Spittler. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Salem 10, Cabool 2. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
10 serving 2. This is game 2. Salem with the lead. It's a best out of 5. That's Faith Kaminsky with 7 straight service points. That service is deep and it's out of bounds, and that stops that run. Point for the Lady Dogs. Side out. As Hannah Jansen, who was hurting there for a little while. I don't know if she jammed her hand or that ball got her possibly grazing across the face. She was in some pain. It's 3 serving 10. Shalbert bumps it up to Workman. In the middle it goes for Strange. Blocked down and in. Clapperidge and Mallory Workman both started to go for it. Both hesitated and the ball fell in between. Point inside, point for Cabool. As Reese serves it up, played there. Across in the middle, and Tigers can't communicate. Another one falls on the side of Salem. That's 2 in a row, a little bit of lack of communication. Ball falls in between 2 players. 5 serving 10. Watson's service comes to Shalbert, to Workman. Setting it for Irway down the middle, and it's good. Off the hands of Cambry Woodard. Point, side out for the Salem Lady Tigers. Checking out is Kylie Wood. In comes Reagan DuBois. 11 serving 5. Irway. She's ready to serve, gets it down. Comes to Watson. They play it to the net, pushed across. It's Dotson. She gets that point in front of Irway. Point side out to the Lady Dogs. They kind of got a little momentum right here after a couple of missed points by Salem. Back to serve is Remington Supancic. Her service right down the middle to the Lady Tigers. They get to the net. Clapperich does not push it far enough. Point for the Lady Dogs. It's 7 serving 11. Couple of mental errors here in game 2 for Salem. And get back on that positive run. That service by Supancic comes down. Putting it is Schaubert to the net. Going for the kill was Strange, but it was played there. Back to the front of the net and bumped over. 2 girls go for the ball. Comes to Du Bois at the net. Pushed over. Kept alive there momentarily. Reese in the middle of the floor to Supancic. Knocks it across. Irway to Du Bois. Going for Workman. Blocked down. Kept alive by Salem. Du Bois setting it too close to the net. A caught ball called on Du Bois. Reagan had a lot of time. Don't they know she got maybe confused that close to the net? Gets called for a caught ball, or actually a double hit. It's 8 serving 11. And Cabool on a run, but mostly of Salem's doing. Pass comes to Workman. They go back to Irway playing it deep. Played there by Reese. Reese passing in the middle to Woodard. Pushed across there by Supancic. Here's Clapperich. Now to Irway playing it deep. Pushed up high in the air by Woodard. They set it there in a late push by Remington Supancic. Now Emily Strange going for the kill. Again, goes way too high. Ball was behind her, and she reached back and blew it way past the end line. And right now, the Lady Bulldogs on a 5-point run. It's 9 serving 11. Supancic's service comes down off the side of Schaubert. And it's another point for Cabool. And Coach Barnes wants a timeout. With the score, Salem 11, Cabool 10. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. 11-10, Salem on top, but they have watched the Lady Bulldogs take now almost 5 points in a row. They are still serving as Remington Supancic goes back to serve. 10 serving 11. Du Bois pushing it up to Workman after the service. Comes across, played nicely by Strange back in the middle of the floor. They set it up quickly. Dotson, a block kill by Strange, kept alive. And now Du Bois back setting it for Clapperich. It's kept alive there by Woodard. It's pushed into the net. Kept alive again by the Bulldogs, pushing it across. Schaubert to Du Bois. Back to Workman. She puts it in the net. We're tied. All kinds of time. Mallory didn't elevate it, but it right in the net. We're tied at 11. Some good volleying on both teams. But the error by Workman ties the game. Supancic next service comes to Irway. Workman short set, going for the kill. Getting that kill is Emily Strange. Her second of this set. 12 serving 11, side out to the Salem Lady Tigers. Du Bois checks out. Coming in is Skylar Clapperich. Her service comes down. Played to the net by Supancic. Pushing it across. Tigers keep it alive, and Schaubert pushing it over. Waiting for it there. Supancic comes down, and missing the attempted block kill was Workman. Mallory tried to go to the left side and missed it by a couple of feet, and we are tied at 12. Sophia Dotson back to serve. Dotson's service comes to Irway. The Clapperidge going back in the kill attempt by Strange. Played there by Cabool to push it back across. Watson getting it back, and Irway will play it over for the Salem Tigers. Comes back to Cabool. They set it there, going for that kill and keeping it alive, and put over by Clapperidge. What a play by the Lady Tigers to keep that alive. Workman for Clapperidge. For Moody, back in the middle of the floor, bumped up by Reese. They play it back to the net, tipped down and in by Strange on the block kill. A bad pass by the freshman Cambry Woodard left Emily Strange all alone for the easy block kill. Her third kill of this second set, her 10th of the night. Shalba with the service, comes down to Sapancic, comes across, and not a very good play by the Salem Tigers watching the ball. Looked like a last-second effort between Workman and Kaminsky. No communication there. The Lady Tigers against Houston talking all the time. I don't hear it tonight. And that service goes out of bounds by McKinley Aaron. 14-13, Salem on top. Had some long volleys here in this contest by both teams. Workman's service comes down, and it's an ace. As diving for it was Reese, and then it went off of Watson, who was immediately in front of her. And the ace gives Salem a 2-point lead. 15 serving 13. This is game 2. Mallory's next service off the net, kept alive nicely, and they do get it across the net. Workman to Moody in the middle of the floor for Kaminsky, blocked down. Faith back again to Irway, and a caught ball called on Faith Kaminsky, or a double hit, they're going to say. (15-14). Salem on top. Back to serve is Michaela Watson, the senior for the Lady Dogs. Her service is way too deep, by about 7 feet. She got way underneath that one and powered it right over the back line with plenty of room to spare. Kaylee Moody back to serve. Her service, nice serve, come right over the top of the net. They set it at the net, pushing it across. There is Remington Supancic. Tigers get it, trying to push it across. It's her way. She did, and then Dotson and Woodard come together, and they can't get the ball over the net. They bumped into each other, and that prevented them from being able to return it. A break for the Salem Tigers there, 17 serving 14. That service, it's an ace. A beautiful serve by Kaylee Moody. That ball was just skimming the top of that net. And Reese couldn't dig it out. That's an ace. 18 serving 14. That service knocked down and pushed across there by Reese. Shalbert to Workman. To Irway for the kill, but playing it there was Watson. Pushing it across. The Tigers dive and get it back. Woodard setting it at the net, pushing it down. Kept alive by Workman with a great dive. And Shalbert plays it deep to Reese on Cabool's side. They play it back to Dotson, playing it back. Shalbert again there. For Workman, for Irway for the kill. She's got it! A diving effort by Reese. (19 serving 14). Moody, the next service. Nice play by Reese, going to her knees to play. Just bumped over and out of bounds at the last second by Remington Sapancic. I think she was caught in indecision land. She just didn't know which way to go with it, and then at the last second just tried to bump it over. Moody with 5 straight points now. The next one, it's another ace. 2 aces by Moody. It makes it 21-14. 6 straight points. Next one, hard serve,
comes down at the net, and a point for Cabool as Kaminsky touched the net. Ball wasn't coming across, and Faith got over the net, and a point for the Lady Dogs. A nice run by Kaylee Moody and the Lady Tigers. They have a 6-point lead as Cambry Woodard goes back to serve. Woodard's service comes to Wood. Getting it across and going for the kill was Clapperidge, but Reese is there, bumping it across, and Watson plays it deep. Playing it to the net was Irway. To Kaminsky for the kill, and she's got it off the arm of Hannah Jansen. Faith drove that one straight down on Jansen, off her side and on the Cabool side of the net. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. 22 serving 15. Service comes back to Watson, to Reese, and now to Dotson playing across. Clapperidge to Irway, and now Strange bumps it over. Reese for Cabool. They set at the net for Dotson, blocked down by Strange. Pushed back across. Dotson again trying to push it down, and the block kill for the Lady Tigers, Clapperidge. .23 serving 15. Kaminsky back to serve again. This is game 2. Salem won game 1, 25-19. The service comes to Reese, to the net, tipped across. Nice play, but Strange trying to elevate it. Guided it back toward the Salem bench. Point inside out for Cabool. Nice deflection. I could not see who did that because of the official in our way. But a nice deflection over the net by the Cabool player, forcing Strange to try and play it back across. Reese's serve comes to Irway, to Workman, for Strange, blocked down, out of bounds, point for the Lady Tigers. And it's game point. Kylie Wood checks out. Reagan DuBois comes in. Avery Irway back to serve, trying to win game 2 for the Salem Lady Tigers right here. Her service comes down, bumped up to the net by Aaron. Pushed back to Reese, playing it deep. Avery to DuBois. High set for Workman. Played back to the net by Reese. They set it there for Watson for the kill. Nice play by Shalbert. A block kill for the Lady Tigers. And that's a great job by the Lady Tigers at the net. I believe Emily Strange with that block kill. And it's game for the Lady Tigers in game 2, 25-16, as they take the first 2 of this best-of-5 match. We'll come back in 2 minutes with the third game. When we return, this is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing, And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
Two games to none. Salem leads in this best-of-5 matchup. And we do want to thank all of our sponsors who make it possible for us to be here to bring you Lady Tiger Volleyball and Tiger Football and all the other events we do on KSMO Media. And some of those sponsors include J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. A big thank you goes out to them and all of our other sponsors right here on KSMO Media that make it possible for us to bring you these contests. Thank them. I would love for you to go and tell the sponsors who make it possible that because of them, you're able to watch and stream these games or listen to them on the radio, whichever the case might be. And we do hope that you do support our local sponsors. We're ready for game 3. It'll be Mallory Workman going back to serve. It's been a very good match for Emily Strange. 7 kills in game 1, 4 in game 2. Workman to service, and we'll get things underway. Off the net and in, an ace to start things out. Years ago, they changed that rule. Off the net and in is good. That used to be called a net ball, but not anymore. As Workman's next service comes back, Reese bumps it to the net. Set there by Woodard, and the Tigers get the point as they can't get it across. I believe that was Jansen that put it in net. 2-0 Salem. Workman's next one. That's deep, played there by Dotson to the net. Pushed back and caught ball called on Jansen. The pass that was set back by Woodard. Jansen had to basically grab that ball and push it across and called for the caught ball. Workman's next service. Dotson plays it straight in the air. Woodard goes back to Dotson. There's Schaubert for Salem. To Workman across to Irway for the kill. Partially blocked, and it falls in on the Cabool side. I believe that also went off of Jansen. She's having a rough start to game 3. Mallory Workman back to serve again. The service comes to Dotson. Bump to the net. Just pushing it across was Woodard, but the Tigers are there. Goes to Moody, and she can't get it over the net. Kaylee hit the top of the net with it. Point inside out for the Lady Dogs. Back to serve is Michaela Watson. Her service comes to Irway. To Workman in the middle of the floor to Irway for the kill. Off the hands of Dotson and good. Point for the Lady Tigers inside out. And Kaylee Moody will go back to serve. 5 serving 1. This is game 3 of the best of 5. And that soft serve comes down to Reese. LaKayla pushes it up, and pushing it across is Remington Supancic. The Tigers are there to Clapperich. Too deep. Clapperich on the right side, trying to play it back to an open corner, but played it a little bit too far, and a point inside out for Cabool. Cambry Woodard back to serve. Woodard service comes too deep, and they let it go. Point inside out for the Salem Lady Tigers. Good call as Schaubert started to get ready to play it. The call from the back line, and she let it go. Faith Kaminsky goes back to serve. 6 serving 2 in game 3. The service comes back, played straight in the air by Watson. Pushed high in the air by Woodard, and Reese will push it back across. Here's Irway just trying to dink it in. Goes off Dotson's hands. Kept alive on a good effort by the Lady Dogs. Here's Woodard setting it for Irway. Kept alive by Strange. To Workman. Back to Irway off the arms of Dotson near the Cabool bench, but kept alive and pushed back over by Jansen. Tigers set it for Strange, partially blocked, kept alive, and Woodard again sets it up. Watson plays it across. Workman back setting it for Clapperich. It's good again off Jansen. 7 serving 2. Couple of excellent plays on both sides. 2 on the Cabool side to keep that alive. And a timeout called by Coach Spindler. 7-2, Salem on top. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with a kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. 7-2 Salem leads it. Hope you enjoyed the Cardinal game this afternoon as they beat the Padres 5-4 on Brendan Donovan's grand slam. And, of course, Lars Newbar had a home run in that game as well. 5-4, and the magic number for the Cardinals drops to 5. They'll be in Los Angeles tomorrow night, and we'll have that game on right after Salem Tiger football versus Ava. Right now, Faith Kaminsky does the serve, and it comes back to Watson and played across by Jansen. They're going to call it a caught ball. Nice, look kind of like a deflection, but they call it a caught ball on Jansen. And the Salem Tigers get the point, 8 serving 2. Kaminsky's next service comes across to Sapancic, played back across by Strange. Put up high, Dotson for the kill, missed it off the side of her hand, goes right in the net. 9 serving 2. Salem trying to go to 10-4 on the year. They've won 7 matches in a row. Service comes down, Reese with a good play, comes into the net, and the Bulldogs cannot play it out. Woodard tried to play it over to Dotson, but that pass went toward the Cabool bench. So another ace for the Salem Tigers in this match. Kaminsky with the next service. This one barely gets over the net. Comes down. They set it for Jansen. Will play it deep. Kaminsky to Workman. Back setting it for Clapperich. She puts it into the net. Kaminsky checks out as Kylie Shalbert comes back in. Reese goes back to serve. Her service comes down, played to the net by the Tigers, and they can't play it. Pass there by Kylie Wood, kind of handcuffed Workman, and then she couldn't bring the ball back and stayed right at the net. Point and ace there, actually, for Reese. Next one comes to Shalbert, to Workman. Workman sets it up for Strange. Played back across the net by Michaela Watson, but it's too far. Goes out of bounds. Point inside out for the Salem Lady Tigers. Strange got all that one. Drilled it right at Watson. She about the hands up in the fist and pushed it right back across the net, but it went too far toward the student section here at the high school gym. Irway ready to serve. 11 serving 4. This is game 3. That service comes down to Michaela Watson, to Reese, back to Watson. Shalbert for Salem. To Du Bois. Pushing it there is Strange, and it's going to be a point. Emily didn't blast this one, just dinked it over. And the Cabool Lady Dogs could not get that ball back up off the floor. It was hovering right along the floor, about 8 to 10 inches off, and they just couldn't elevate it. 12 serving 4. Irway's next service comes to Reese. To Dotson, going back to Watson. Watson plays it across to Workman for Salem. And Du Bois back setting it, called for a caught ball. Point side out for the Lady Dogs as Remington Sapancic goes back to serve. Sapancic puts it to Shalbert, to Workman, setting it the net for Emily Strange, but she can't get the kill. Now Watson will push it across. Clapperich to Du Bois, pushing it there is Workman in. The little dink over top of McKinley Aaron and in front of Sapancic. Clapperidge comes back to serve. Moody checks in for Du Bois. 13 serving 5, game 3. Salem won game 1, 25-19. Game 2, 25-16. And they lead here. Nice dig out by Reese, keeping it alive, pushing it across to Sapancic. Tigers Clapperidge setting it there for Strange. Big play there by Woodard. Ball kept alive and pushed over by Sapancic. Caught ball called on Sapancic. And the Tigers get the point. 14 serving 5. Skylar Clapperidge serves it deep. Played there at the last second by Sapancic, and that ball may have been going out, but she played it and played it too low. And Coach Spittler will call another timeout. With a score, Salem Tigers 15 and the Lady Bulldogs 5. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Don't forget tomorrow night, Salem Tigers and Ava Bears from the Bill Schuchart Stadium. Hope you can make it out, support your Tigers. If not, we'll be there to bring it to you on KSMO Media, beginning with Tiger Talk and Coach Bryson Barnes right around 6:45. Immediately following that game, the St. Louis Cardinals will be in LA to take on the Dodgers. We'll join that game either in progress or right at the very beginning of that game at about 9:20 tomorrow night. Skylar Clapperidge with the service comes down. It spins out of bounds. Point side out for the Lady Bulldogs. Sophia Dotson back to serve, one of those freshmen that got the start. Dotson and Woodard, both freshmen. That service goes right in the net. Point and side out for the Lady Tigers. Kylie Shalvett back to serve. Her service comes across to Reese, playing either Dotson, pushing it up in the middle of the floor to Sapancic. Tigers workman to Clapperidge, back setting it for Moody, and she gets the kill. Didn't get all of it, but got enough to drive it deep. Nobody there, and a point for the Lady Tigers. Don't forget the Lady JV Tigers will be in the Licking JV tournament this Saturday. Good luck to them. They won 2 in a row tonight, 25-19, 25-17. That serve off, but the Cabool Bulldog player Remington Sapancic goes out of bounds. It's an ace. And it's an 18-6 Salem Tiger lead by Kylie Shalbert. Kylie has a couple of aces here in this match tonight. Her next service, it's short, played there by Aaron. That's a tough play. Pushing it across is Watson. Workman to Clapperidge. Setting it now for Workman for the kill. That's good. It looks like the Lady Bulldogs are looking like a beat team right now. They are not passing well, and they're not getting at the net very aggressively. 19 serving 6. This service comes down. Sapancic plays it high. They set it there quickly, and a block down by Kaminsky. Comes back. Sapancic across. Watson partially blocking it. The Tigers can't get it back over the net. Clapperidge actually hit Kaminsky with the attempted set. And a point side out to the Lady Bulldogs. McKinley Aaron goes back to serve. Aaron's service down the middle to Schaubert. Bumps it to the net to Clapper. Setting it high for Workman. The kill is good. 20 serving 7. Mallory will go back to serve. Salem in total control of game 3 here. The service comes back. Getting in there is Reese to the net, and they can't get it across. The pass, not a very good one to Michaela Watson. And Watson couldn't get there in time. I believe that pass was from Woodard. 21 serving 7. Next one by Workman comes to Dotson. Bumped up high to Woodard. Back to Dotson and plays it just over the net. Heck of a shot. And a diving effort by Irway. That ball came out of nowhere from Dotson and just edged over the net. Point and side out for the Lady Bulldogs. Michaela Watson will go back to serve. She has a very stylish running jump serve. Those on the video can watch this one as she comes up. Nice little hop, skip, and a little jump. Shalbert has trouble with it. That's going to be an ace. I wonder how long it took her to perfect that little hop, skip, and a jump. Because it is the same every single time. Here it comes. And it's going to be another ace, 2 in a row. Watson getting the one ace off Schaub, but that one no Tiger could get to. Well placed on the right side. And she'll put this one back by Schaubert again. Here's Workman sending it at the net for Irway. Played back across though by Reese. Workman back setting it to Schaubert, playing it deep. Reese to the net for Cabool. They set it there and just trying to push it across was Jansen. Workman setting it back for Kaminsky. Flat-footed, puts it back across the net. And Reese for the Bulldogs will push it back across to Schaubert. Workman setting it for Irway for the kill. It's kept alive, pushed down by Faith Kaminsky on the block kill. The Lady Dogs got it back over the net. Faith with the left paw reached up there and just smacked it down. Russell in for the Salem Tigers to serve. Comes across to Watson, playing it deep. Schaubert with a nice play to keep it alive. Workman across to Irway, too deep. Good job by Salem to keep that one alive, but Irway couldn't hit the back line. It was a bit too far, and the point and side out for Cabool. It's 11 serving 22. Cambry Woodard. Her service comes to Schaubert to Workman. Back setting it for Irway. The block and attempt by Jansen did not work. She and Dotson went up. The ball hit Jansen and bounded back into Dotson. Never made it back over the net. And point and side out for the Lady Tigers. Here's Kaminsky. The service to Dotson to the net. Pushed back in the middle of the floor by Sapancic and bumped over by Jansen. Tigers Workman sets it to the net for Strange. She's got another kill. Oh, nope, she said they hit the net. Hit the net, did Strange. And the point goes to the Bulldogs. I'm not sure Salem knows that. I guess they do now. As Reese goes back to serve, Lakea. Her running jump serve is deep and too deep. Point for the Lady Tigers. Well, Strange really got a lot on that kill. Problem is their follow through hit the top of the net. And so Cabool was awarded that point. It's game and match point now for Avery Irway. Avery comes up, gets it across to Reese. Bumps it to the net. Woodard setting it back for Watson across. There's Workman for Salem. To Irway, just pushing it back. Watson to the net. They set it there for Dotson. There's Irway. To Du Bois. To Workman for the kill. It's over. That's good. 25-12 as the Salem Tigers win 3 in a row over the Cabool Lady Bulldogs here at the Salem High School gym in SCA play. Salem now 10-4 in the year, 2-0 in SCA play. We'll be back in 3 minutes with stats. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Healthy Dane County and Titan Paving and Drainage present Casino Night at the Salem Community Center at the Armory on Saturday, November 5th. Blackjack, craps, roulette, and Texas Hold'em. Each person receives $10,000 in gaming cash for prizes to draw for at the end of the night. Advance tickets are on sale now. Dress in Kentucky Derby attire to add a little more fun to the event. Enjoy a night of professional casino action and fun while supporting your local community. For more information, call 729-8163.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax ceramic wash and wax or ceramic spray coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power hand cleaner for $2.99. K&H Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
What? Yeah. We're still on the middle ones. We're not even on them. And welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium, where tonight the Salem Tigers beat the Cabool Lady Bulldogs in 3 straight games, 25-19, 25-16, and 25-12. The Salem Tigers and Lady Bulldogs in that game, first game, that game was 14-14, and it didn't look like there's going to be anybody take real big advantage of anything. No, the serving advantage or maybe kill advantage, nothing. Nobody seemed to just really take control of the game. And finally, Salem got a couple of breaks. Cabool made a couple of mistakes, and then they got some good service near the end by Faith Kaminsky and Avery Irway to win that one 25-19. And game 2 is pretty much the same way. Started out, was pretty close through about the first 8 points of the game. And then it was Faith Kaminsky going on a 7-point run that kind of opened that one up a little bit. And Emily Strange in game 2 also ended up with 7 kills in game 2. So really an outstanding effort by her, and the Tigers win that one 25-16. And in game 3, really nobody, I wouldn't say anybody really dominated, but boy, there was some interesting serves. We got some aces by Kaylee Moody and also by Kylie Shalbert, and some extended points on serve, 4 to 5 points on those serves by those two girls. But just seemed like Lady Bulldogs kind of either ran out of gas or just kind of, I don't want to say threw in the towel, but they did not play with the same intensity in game 3 as they did in games 1 and Game 2. Salem wins it, goes to 10-4 on the year, and they won that Game 3 by a 25-12 score. So Salem 2-0 in the SCA, beating both Houston and now Cabool. And they'll get ready to play St. Clair in a non-conference game on Monday here at the Salem High School gym. So a good game for Emily Strange. Total of 14 kills in the match. And we have Kaylee Moody with 4 aces. And also we have Kylie Shalbert with 3 aces in the contest. And Kaminsky with 7 straight service points in that second game. We're going to come back and 2 minutes, and we'll wrap things up here from the high school gymnasium. Salem wins it 3 straight, 25-19, 25-16, 25-12. Back in 2 minutes, this is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best healthcare one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Salem Tigers go to 10-4 in the year with a big 3 straight game win over Cabool tonight. Again, those scores 25-19, 25-16, 25-12. Earlier tonight, the JV also won over Cabool 25-19 and 25-17. The JV Lady Tigers will be in the Licking JV tournament this Saturday at Licking. We wish them the very best of luck. So the Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will be back in action Monday. They host the St. Clair Lady Bulldogs, and that will be a 5 o'clock start with the JV game. That's a 5 o'clock start with the JV game, and we'll be there to bring it to you on KSMO Media. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have Salem Tiger football. It's Ava Bears coming to town. We'll be taking on those Bears, and that will be at the Bill Schuchart Stadium starting at 7 o'clock. We'll have it right here on KSMO Radio and KSMO Media, starting at 6:45 with Tiger Talk and Coach Bryson Barnes. Earlier tonight, or I should say today/tonight, you heard the St. Louis Cardinals beat San Diego 5-4 on Brendan Donovan grand slam, and he hit, and 5-4 that win. The Tigers will play tomorrow night, and immediately following that Tiger game, we'll have Cardinals and Dodger action for you here on KSMO Radio. And then on Saturday, we got a Missouri Tiger game, and that will start at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then we'll have Cardinal baseball again come Saturday night. So very, very busy weekend in sports right here on KSMO Media. For Ben, who's doing the video switching, for for Krista doing the camera work. I don't know where Kayla came from. And for Jim back at the station, twisting the dials and making sure the coffee stays hot. My name is Stan Stevens, right here from the high school gymnasium. Thanking all of you for joining us here for KSMO Media volleyball action. We hope you enjoyed the contest. Salem wins it again, 3 straight games, 25-19, 25-16, 25-12. Have a great night, and good night from the high school gym.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media. Tonight's game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, J&D Automotive, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Align by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC. Thanks to those sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.